Hey there guys, and welcome back to another video here at Top Tier Garage. It's nice having you back. Today we're going to see how tough these Apache cases from Harbor Freight really are by doing a series of abusive tests. Let's go. Harbor Freight offers many different sizes of this case, but I will be going over the smallest one today because it's the only one that I own at the moment. I picked up this little guy when they had their spend $50 in store, get a few select tools for $5. You can pick them up normally for around 13 bucks, but if you wait, there will probably be a coupon to get it for under $10, or wait till the next $5 tool sale if they still do them. This case feels really solid and is pretty heavy for how small it is. On the outside it has a small, super thick handle that is mounted to the case with metal pins. The two hinges on the back side are also pretty tough with metal pins as well. The case comes with pre-drilled holes on the top of the case for padlocks if you want to keep your valuables secure inside. On the front side it has a small little dial with a plus and minus on it that says open and close valve securely before getting wet. This case has an adjustable pressure relief valve for easy opening, which is super awesome. Because if this thing is pulling a vacuum on the inside of the case, good luck getting it open without breaking something. The two flip-up latches in the front are super hard to open and close, but that's because it has to compress the rubber gasket in between the lid and the case for a better seal. Once it's open, you can see the case comes filled with special pick and pull apart foam, which is nice because you can customize it however you like in order to fit your needs. Remember that once you pull these apart, it's game over. There's no reversing it, so make sure you have a game plan on how you want your case to be laid out before you start pulling it off. They claim that this case is impact resistant, dust proof, and watertight. The first thing that we're going to test is the water resistance of this case. They claim that it's IP65 rated, which means that the case is airtight. As you can see from the list below, it is also protected against low pressure jets of directed water from any angle. Let's see if it can handle water from every angle by throwing it into the pond for a little swim. I'm going to be taking out the foam so that we can see if the water gets inside the case easier. Even though it's technically not rated to pass the full submersion test that we're about to put it through, I have full faith in it. But before we test this out for the first time, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like or even subscribing to the channel, it really helps me out and keeps me motivated to bring you guys more videos like this. I'm on the road to 100 subs and would love for you to take along for the ride. Yeah, it floats. So now we're gonna fill it with sand. So we're gonna fill the box and then repeat the exact test that we just did. Hopefully it sinks this time. Protecting our valuables here. Clean off the seal so it makes a decent one. Not compromising it. All right, let's try again. Yeah. So now with our box full of sand, we're gonna throw it in here and hopefully it sinks. Now we're gonna leave it submerged for about 10 minutes to see if it's rated for it or not. That's it. So after it being submerged for 10 minutes in about 5 feet of water, we're gonna bring it up and we're gonna see if there's any water inside the case. All right, so let's take a look at it. Does not look like any water got inside the case at all. So you'd see the sand being super wet. Like no sand sticking to the side at all. So that does prove that it can be fully submersible, and which is actually very impressive. So it can survive. If it can survive that, I guarantee that it can survive the rain and elements for a very long time. These boxes would be great for valuables if you're out on your boat and if the boxes go overboard, it would save everything inside if it was closed. The reason I bought this case is to mount to my four-wheeler rack to store stuff and keep water and dirt out. It's great for keeping phones, wallets, important papers you want to take along with you on the trail. The next test is going to be the impact resistance and its ability to keep dust and dirt out of the case. I'm going to be driving through a field, dragging this box behind it, and we'll see how it does. All right, so now it's time to the four-wheeler. We're going to take it for a little quarter-mile trip down the lane here and see if the case survives. I hope it survives with just a few scratches. Let's go. Let's take a look how destroyed this thing actually got. I was going pretty slow, approximately 15-20 miles an hour, and it did take a few good bounces. So as you can see, there are some light scratches and everything around the case, but take a look. Some minor gouging on the front side of it. It held up pretty well for falling continuously at 15-20 miles an hour for about a quarter mile. So we'll open up to see if it was dust resistant. Zero dust besides a little bit of sand that got shaken up inside the case. As you can see, the rubber seal did keep all of the dust out, so that's fairly impressive. This case is really living up to its claims and is actually far exceeding them. And now we're going to move on to the last task of the box, the drop test. I'm going to drop this case from a quarter of the way up the silo, halfway up, and then all the way from the tippy top to see if it survives. All right, so here she is, an 80-foot silo. We're gonna drop it all the way from the top, halfway, and then a quarter way. And did I mention that I absolutely hate heights, so this is gonna be fucking terrifying from the top. Let's go. I don't like this. About quarter? Huh? All right, first drop test. That was weak. So absolutely nothing happened to the case, which is kind of expected. So now we're gonna do it from halfway up to see if it makes more of an impact and cracks this case. I like this wind. Halfway up. All right, so here's the second drop test. All right, right, so the case did survive from 40 feet, which is really impressive. So now we're gonna drop it all the way from the top and probably gonna do about a 90 foot, because we're gonna throw it in the air as we drop it. All right, because I was absolutely terrified at heights, I love that your girlfriend is gonna go all the way to the top because my forearms hurt from white knuckling every single one of those rails. All right, so there she is at the very, very top. All right, throw one ready. As you can see, this case survived everything that we threw at it with just a few minor dings and dents in it. No cracking. It is still 100% waterproof, as you can see from the water test. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Appreciate it for sticking around. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Top Tier Garage.